Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this week's Ask Ashley. I am solo today, going solo because Mackenzie is not here today. She had some personal stuff, so it's just me. So please bear with me as I try to navigate the questions and the conversations myself. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy you guys are here. This is our weekly live that we do here at A Crafty Concept, where I answer your crochet business questions. I'm trying not to let my lip get stuck to my teeth. I will answer as many as I can in about a 30-minute window. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the questions. Hello, Deborah and Kaylin and Amethyst. Welcome. Okay. Deborah says, I opened my Etsy shop last August. Is there a place on my shop site where I can find my tax info for 2023? So, Deborah, I think it might depend on how much you made. If it was less than $600, they might not send you anything. But Etsy should send it to you. I would check your email. They should have sent it to you already a long time ago. I think January 31st was the cutoff. But you can if you go to Google, Etsy seller handbook. I'm going to try to grab you a link. And then taxes for shop owners. I'm going to grab it for you. No, that's not it. Sorry. Etsy seller handbook. Here we go. Then we're going to search taxes. I'm going to grab a link so you can have it. Here, I'm going to give you this link. This is the search results for taxes in general. So scroll through that and you'll probably find where you need to go into your shop to request your 1099. But Etsy will email it to you on their own without you going after it. So hi, Cheryl. Sorry. Dwayna. Hey, friend. Okay. Next question. Deborah, I hope that was helpful. Sorry I didn't have like an immediate click through, but there will be a tutorial to show you how to get to it. Kaylin says, hey, Ashley, so I've tweaked some SEO on my listings for Etsy. A lot of my keywords are within the red category of being searched a lot. Should I stay within those keywords in red or should I choose different words? I have also searched the keywords and I use some of my listings to get list in the sea of all other things. So Kaylin is probably using a tool like eRank or Marmalade or there's a couple other ones. She's probably using one of those and she can check the competition of the different keywords. And if it's red, that means it has high competition. So she's saying that she's tweaked her keywords, but a lot of the ones that she uses has high competition. So what I would suggest, Kaylin, depending upon how old your shop is, did she tell me that at first? I would suggest finding keywords that are not that high in competition, or at least some of them. Are you hanging out live with us, Kaylin? Hopefully you're here. She got her questions in pretty early. If you give me an idea about what it is you're trying to sell and who your ideal customer is, I might be able to brainstorm. Hi, Anthea. Brainstorm some keywords for you. But you want them to have low competition or medium competition if you're a newer shop specifically is what I've read, because she uses eRank. Okay. Because your stuff probably just won't show up within the first 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 pages of Etsy. And then people probably won't click that far down the road to find your listing. So Kaylin, if you can tell me what it is you're trying to sell, or just give me one of your Etsy listings and I'll pull it up and share my screen and we can talk about it. If you want to do that, I'm going to go to the next question while I wait for you to pop in. Give me one of your listings. If you don't mind for me to go through it live here, I will do that. Okay. The Joe Cool says, hey, Ashley, I just opened my Etsy shop this weekend. Congratulations. And I was wondering what I can do to have my finished amigurumi pieces stand out in the sea of crochet pattern PDFs. Would it be to tweak SEO? Yes. So if you are selling amigurumi pieces and you are showing up in the crochet pattern search results when you search for your thing, you need to make sure that you are not using any industry jargon, like the word amigurumi. Nobody knows regular people outside of the crochet community, they don't know what that means. I barely know what that means. I think it's Japanese, but I don't know what it's Japanese for. Stuffed animal, I'm not sure. So you should be using keywords that your ideal customer will be searching when trying to find the thing that it is that you sell. So if you're selling an amigurumi bunny rabbit, you would say bunny toy, bunny doll, bunny rabbit doll, Easter basket filler, little girl's gifts, little girl bunny doll, things like that, things that your person would actually be searching. They're not going to search amigurumi anything because they've never heard that word before. And crocheters are going to put amigurumi bunny pattern in their titles, tags, and description. And so if you put that word or similar words, you don't have to even use crochet if you don't want to. You can say, you don't have to use it in your title. You could use it in your description if you wanted to, but you don't even have to say that it's crocheted in your title if you don't want to. Use your title space for things that your person will be searching. If you think your person will search the word crochet, then use the word crochet. And unfortunately, it's still going to show up with a lot of crochet patterns, but maybe you could teach your audience how to filter on Etsy. So if you start just spreading the word and raising awareness in general about how to filter on Etsy, because if you go to Etsy, let me pull up an incognito window and go to Etsy.com, and then I'm going to share said window if I can do it without messing up, because I mess up a lot. Share, Etsy, share. Okay, so we're going to go, sharing my screen. I'm going to hide the question, and now I'm going to search. What was I talking about? I was talking about crochet pattern. So I'm going to search rabbit doll. Okay, so here's a crochet. That's probably the finished thing, but that's also an ad, so we can't really. So there's not a lot of crochet patterns. That's probably the actual doll, another crocheted bunny. That's an actual bunny. So if we were seeing a lot of, let's say, crochet rabbit doll, now we should be seeing some patterns. So I'm looking at the prices. They're all still pretty high, so I'm assuming, okay, $4.50. That's probably a pattern. Wait, are they telling me that doll is $4.50? Hang on, I'm going to continue. Window. There we go. Share the whole window. Stuffed animal doll, handmade doll. Someone's telling me this doll is $4.50 with free shipping. Okay, I'm gonna save that one. Add to cart. Why is that so cheap? I'm just gonna save that link somewhere if I can for later. Okay. I don't know why that's so cheap. Okay, let's look back over here. Okay, so if we wanted to filter this, all filters, free, on sale, personalizable, you could do your country, physical items or digital downloads. That's what we're looking for. So you could teach your people that they can filter based on physical items or digital downloads. So if I clicked physical items, show results, there shouldn't be any crochet patterns in this mix. It should be all the finished thing. So we could collectively, as a handmade community, we could start educating our audience how to be like, are you tired? Have you been looking for something on Etsy and you see a whole bunch of digital patterns that you don't even make, like whatever craft it is? We could say, here's the solution, and just post a bunch of tutorials showing them how to. You can screen record yourself doing it. Make sure you don't show any of your personal information, like your Etsy information, like money, things like that. But then we could teach them that they can filter it. And if they filter it for physical items only or digital items only, if they're looking for patterns, we can all learn that and educate the community as a whole. Okay, gotcha. Crochet with me today. I'm trying to grab the questions as they come in. So Kaylin is telling me that she sells finished items and that she has plushies and wearables. So she's looking for keywords for those things that are not in the red. So I'm going to go, I don't know if I can pull up my eRank. Let me see if I can pull it up without giving like any personal information. Let me log in and then I'll share my screen. We're going to look up a little bit of keyword research just so we can get a little bit of an idea. So without knowing what it is she's selling, let me share my screen. I don't think I can, I don't think it will show any of my personal information. Hopefully it doesn't. So, okay, we're going to go to keywords here, and let's say she's selling a rabbit doll because it's about Easter time. So rabbits are on the brain. It's thinking about it. Okay. And then we're going to see. Okay, I don't care. Okay, so rabbit doll does not have very many searches, but it's got a lot of click through and very little competition. Looks like it was mostly searched in May. Probably depends on too when Easter was last year. So that's something to think about. So she's saying that these are the types of words that she's getting right here, rabbit and doll. The reason these have so much competition is because these are not long tail words. You want searchable phrases, crochet, rabbit, doll, low competition, average good click-through rate, but very low searches. People aren't really searching that. There's not a high quantity of searches. Last time it was searched looks like August. Let's see. This one is January. Velveteen rabbit. Also make sure you're not using any copyrighted words because I don't know what all is copyrighted. So all of these over here have very high competition. These are not good. This one's good. What even is that? OOAK doll. I don't even know what that is. But these are good. So what about bunny doll? Or handmade bunny doll? Handmade bunny toy? Stuffed bunny rabbit, handmade stuffed bunny rabbit. These are all the types of words. And I would just keep looking. You really want this to not be red. You want this to be green or yellow and this to be green or yellow. Stuffed bunny is decent. This one's good. Crochet bunny. Crochet bunny is really good, apparently. So something to think about. But this is the tool that she is using. It's called eRank. I probably have an affiliate link because I pay for this. And I don't even use it that often. But when I need it, it's there and it's handy. Let me see. I don't know. I probably have an affiliate link somewhere. I'll try to look for it. Hopefully that was helpful, Kaylin. Kaylin, if all of your words that you're using are highly competitive, it's not going to help you show up in search results. This one says, Ashley, I've been binge watching the Q&A and finally caught up with a live. Wonder if micro crochet jewelry is worth getting into as it's not oversaturated. I'm from Europe, if that matters. So first off, I don't think anything is oversaturated because every person is unique and your business will be as unique as you are, especially with handmade things because your hands are making it. It's a little bit different when it comes to like drop shipped things that if you buy an SVG from Creative Fabrica and they've sold 600,000 of them and there are 600,000 people selling that exact t-shirt, like it's going to be a little bit more oversaturated in that manner. But the big picture is there. I don't believe that oversaturation even exists because you are a unique person and only you can serve your ideal customer well. Because she is going to gravitate to who you are as a person. She is going to like your personality. She is going to like your sense of humor. She is going to like your photography style. She is going to be interested in your journey, your story, your lifestyle. You are unique to you. There's nobody else like you on this planet. So it can't be oversaturated because there's only one you. And if you're not doing it, you have to imagine that your ideal customer is not being served to her fullest level of being served because she is unique as you are unique and she can only be served by you. So I do not think it's oversaturated. If you want to sell something, don't let I think it's oversaturated be the reason that you don't, because I personally believe that doesn't exist. It's just my own opinion. When it comes to specifically micro crochet jewelry, I don't know. You would need to do a little bit of market research, do some keyword research, type in crochet jewelry, crochet micro jewelry, or that's probably going to land you on some patterns. You can filter it like we already talked about. You need to do some market research and figure out what people like and what they're buying. And maybe they're buying strawberries are really popular right now. I've been seeing strawberries on everything. Bows are really popular right now, but it's probably going to be going out. Like we'll probably get like one more good year of bow type things. I would take what's popular and then make a crochet version and then see if you get any bites, and then start to build your business in that from that direction. But don't do something that's popular just because it's popular. Like choose something that you are actually interested in or that you actually enjoy, because your ideal customer is going to be somewhat similar to you, whether it's future, past, or present you right now. So keep that in mind when you are doing trend. Like if you want to sell F bombs just because they're trending, but you don't use the F word and you don't really think it's funny, you're just happy to make the sale, you're going to set yourself up to fail, because you're going to be surrounded by people that are not you. Like you don't have much, you could have other stuff in common, but there's going to be a lot of areas where, moms who use the F-bomb and moms who don't use the F-bomb are different types of moms. They're both great and perfect and uniquely individual to who they are. And I'm just saying, you want to surround yourself with the type of people that are interested in the same types of things that you are. So don't pick a niche just because it's trendy. You also want it to be something that you enjoy, that speaks to your personality and your sense of humor and all that good stuff. Hopefully that was a good answer for you. Next question says, hey, Ashley, thank you for doing these every week. My pleasure. How do you determine a good number of finished pieces to have in stock before listing, especially if they are sold both online and in person? So I'm hearing two different questions. First off, do I have to have stock before listing them? Nope. If you've made it before and you have really good pictures, you can list it today as made to order, meaning you only make it once it sells. When I sold finished pieces, all of my listings were made to order. Now, could you be making some in anticipation for an order? Sure. And then you can get it out in the mail faster than they're expecting it, and then guarantee, or not guarantee, but like put some more points in a 5-star review, right? That's a good thing. But you do not have to have a certain number of stock on hand to sell them in your Etsy shop. You can set your Etsy listings as made to order, or your off Etsy site listings as made to order, and then set an appropriate turnaround time. It's going to take me 3 to 5 business days. It's going to take me 1 to 2 weeks, like things like that. You can set that within your Etsy listing when you're setting it up. So you don't have to have stock. Now, 2, you're asking me, I'm hearing that you're wanting to know about inventory, juggling inventory for doing Etsy sales and in-person sales. So what I would do is make my Etsy listings as made to order. And when I sell something, you can either pull from your market prep bucket or make a new one and send it out and keep your market prep stuff over here. Now, at the moment that you are at your market, if you have, let's say you made 3 bunny plushies and you've got them all 3 at your market and they're also listed in your Etsy shop, if you hear your phone go cha-ching and it's for a bunny plushie, you need to go grab it immediately off the shelf and set it aside. You need to be very adamant and pay very close attention. Or you can just make sure your listings are set up as made to order, and you know that you need to make another one of those when you get home because you sold that one that was actually in the market with you. So hopefully that was helpful. I definitely suggest made to order listings on Etsy. People are usually pretty accustomed to that because a lot of Etsy sales are personalized things. So if they shop on Etsy regularly, they've probably bought custom personalized things. So they're used to waiting for it to be made. Even though the thing that you're making isn't personalized, they're still just in their mindset, oh, this is handmade, it's going to take a little bit. And you would set your quantity to what the type of, like if you have enough materials to make 5, list the quantity for 5. If you have a Hobby Lobby 5 minutes from your town, from where you live, and you want to, that's where you get your yarn, and you want to make the quantity 10, go for it. I suggest raising your turnaround time. So if something happens and your phone's blowing up with cha-chings because you're selling bunny plushies and you had the quantity set to 10 and you've just sold 9 and you're getting ready to sell out, I would suggest making more, raise the quantity, and then keep raising your turnaround time. Another thing that is smart to think about with quantity is how many can you make like within a specific time period? So maybe you know that you could make 2 within 3 to 5 business days, but if you get a third one, raise your turnaround time. That's my advice. It's not the only way to do it, but from in my experience, that is the smartest way to do it, unless you have something unique to you that makes it not smart, like anxiety or something that it just ruins your life if you get too many orders. You know what I mean? So you take care of yourself, but if there's nothing hindering you, extend your turnaround time. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, friends. Excellent. Okay, next question is Liz, and she says, what is your favorite technology to use for your business? Probably my iPhone and all of my Apple devices. My iPhone, my iPad, and my iMac that I'm on right now. I'm an Apple person. I love using Apple because they all talk to each other very easily. I can copy and paste. Like I can copy on my computer and paste to my phone. Comes very handy. I can airdrop pictures from my phone to my computer, from my computer to my phone. I can mirror my phone. I really like having all Apple products. So that's going to be my first one. My second one, if I was to say software, Canva, Canva. I am no longer an affiliate. They kicked me out of their affiliate program, but I still recommend them hands down. It is the best. It's like, I call it my secret weapon for my business. I will pay for Canva for the life of I pay for it. Every year I'm on annual because I have Canva Pro, but there's also free versions that you can use as well. You just are limited to some of the stuff that you can do on there. But Canva is my secret weapon. And I've been sharing a bunch of tutorials on Instagram for Canva. I think yesterday I shared how you can change the color in one of your pictures. And I showed a picture of a green bitty boho bib, and I showed how you can change the color to any shade that you want. So that's something that can come in really handy for just editing photos that you wouldn't even think to use a graphic design program for, because Canva is like how you design digital things. Print things that you're going to print. I use Canva to type up my crochet patterns now. I use Canva to make coloring pages for Ava. I use it to make my business cards, my banners for my Etsy shop, banners for my Facebook groups. I use it to build my PowerPoint slide thingy that I do coming up at the end of May. I use Canva for everything. If I made something, it was probably made on Canva. So I guess that would be my 2 biggest things, all my Apple products, and then Canva when it comes to favorite technology. Thank you for your question. I hope that was helpful. Actually, I'm seeing her name is not Liz. It's Lee Zet, or Zed, probably Zet. My brain just squished those together. Sorry about that. Let's see. We got a comment. Canva is wonderful, says Chrissy. Yes, it is. Christina says, are the Masterclass and Crochet Boss Academy doors opening later this year? I feel like they were in March or late February last year. They were in late February because it was during my birthday. I was in launch week. Yes, it is later this year. It is inside of the 2024 content calendar already. It's in May. Doors are going to open at the end of May. Where we're doing homeschool now, things needed to be moved around. And I'm also doing a speaking engagement in April. I'm going to be going to Colorado. Okay, Crochet Boss Academy doors are opening on May 25th, and they're closing on May 31st. And within that week is when I will be doing all of my master classes. I haven't decided if I'm going to do them live like I did last year, or pre-record it and then stream it live and hang out in the comments and then pop on live at the end for the Q&A session. I might play around with doing that this year. Let me know what you think about that. If you feel like that would be horrible. Yes, I am, Heather. Heather said, are you speaking at the Crochetpeneurs Summit? Yes. So the Crochet Business Summit, I think is what it's called. I am speaking. I'm doing like a breakout room. And we're going to be talking about the most important thing you can do for your business, which is finding your ideal customer. We're going to talk all about it at the Crochet. Colorado is beautiful. I do love Colorado. I went to Denver like 10 years ago, and it was so pretty. Like, it was the cleanest city that I've ever seen. It was very, very pretty. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm also going to be, oh, you got my name right. Liz was fine. I just spelled like that as my username. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you found it helpful. Where is it and when? So the Crochet Business, I'm going to go ahead and just pull up some Crochet Business Summit. It is Pam of the Crochetpeneurs is putting it on, and she reached out to me I'm looking at the website right now. 51 days. Tickets are on sale. I do have an affiliate link for that. Let me find that real quick. Summit? I don't remember where I saved it. Is this it? Oh, okay. So here comes my affiliate link. Boom. And then that should give you some more information. So there's the affiliate link to the Crochet Summit. For you guys, I can't share it, but if you send me a DM after, I will give it to you. I got my Instagram fam over here hanging out. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. So you can click that link and you can learn a bunch of the, like what it is, how much are tickets and things like that. So it's like a couple days thing. It's going to be really fun. And I don't know if you'll need a code at all, but if you do, it's this. Here comes the code. I don't know if you need it. If you need a code there it is. That's the code. Hopefully that was helpful. It's going to be really fun. So that's in April, like April 10th. And then Ava's birthday is the 18th. And I go big for birthday parties. And then end of May is when we'll switch gears and put on my Crochet Boss Academy hat and do all things Crochet Boss Academy. Thank you for the question, Christina. And then Crochet with Me today says, hey, doing a booth this weekend, ideas for spring items. Had planned some head scarves and earrings. The Easter Bunny and face painting will be there. Wondering if it's okay to have mom items. So Crochet with Me today, if there is going to be face painting and an Easter Bunny, there will probably be a lot of kids there. So mom things or kids things. Like usually moms are more likely to, not all moms, but a lot of moms are more likely to easily spend money on other people than themselves. It's just a common personality flaw, a little quirk, if you will. So you could also have some kids things. My teaching style is not to give you a list of potentially good spring selling things at markets. I prefer to teach you to serve your ideal customer everywhere you go, even at markets, because you want to work smarter, not harder. And we want to turn your market customers into true fans of your brand, where they follow you on social media, they sign up for your email list, and they shop with you over and over again because everything that you have in your shop serves them really, really well for a specific reason. And if you are just kind of flea marketing it up with random things that you just think might sell well because it's springtime, it's going to be really difficult for you to stand out in anybody's mind. And it's going to be really difficult for you to take those customers to turn them into return customers. They're probably just going to be one-time customers. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then all of your hard work is over in that moment instead of continuing to bring them back to you over and over again. So I recommend filling your booth up with things that serve your ideal customer well, more than just trying to hit up some spring. Sorry, I was using my hands. Spring type things. Hopefully that was helpful. If you do want to look for different spring type things, just in general, I would go https www.acraftyconct.com/free patterns. You can go to this link. That's the freebie library on my blog, and you can see all of the free crochet patterns there, designed by me and by a ton of gorgeous, beautiful, helpful, lovely, talented guest posters. So go to this, and it's just pictures, so you can just scroll and see the different pictures. You have to actually click on it to see any words or the actual pattern. So it's just a bunch of pictures, and you can scroll through there and see if any of that tickles your fancy. Last question is from Ladybug LLC, and she says, how do you build your email list when using Etsy? So we talk about building an email list inside of Crochet Boss Academy. It's one entire module. So 1/6 of the whole course is building email lists, because it's one of the most important things you can do for your business. You cannot use your Etsy customers and take their email to sign up to your email list. Every time that you shop online, if you sign up to buy something from a small business, you have to give them your email list, and then your email address, and then you are put on their email list. Etsy does not give us the benefit of that. That is one of the downfalls that one of the only things that Etsy does, not only, one of the few things that Etsy does that I wish they did differently, because it's almost like they don't see it. I don't know. So you can't take people's email addresses because they purchase from you, like you can with an off Etsy site, like through Shopify or all the other ones. How do you grow your email list? You can put it in your shop announcement. Sign up here for a free whatever guide. You have to, usually the best thing to do is offer a freebie. You can also do a coupon code. Sign up here for 25% off your first order, 10%, whatever. You can put it in your Etsy banner. You can put it in your Etsy announcement section. And then you can also put it in your automatic thank you message. Thank you so much for your order. I'd love to offer you a free gift. If you sign up here, you'll get the X, Y, and Z as a free gift for you. You'll get on my email list and give you a free gift, things like that. You can also, there's a whole list of places where you can share your freebie. So that's how you get people in. You offer a freebie or a coupon code, and then you share that thing across everything that you can think of: Instagram, Pinterest, all social medias. You can even put it in your signature section in your email. So it goes out with every single, so maybe somebody just emails you and at the bottom it says, I'd love to give you this free gift. Sign up here. You talk about it all the time. If you're doing lives, if you do YouTube videos, if you are answering questions in the DMs, actually, I have a free gift for that. You promote your free gift on Instagram. Make reels showing your free gift. Today, I posted a video of my refillable Easter eggs, which is free crochet pattern on my blog. But in the picture, in the frame, there's an Easter egg with a tag on it that says refillable Easter egg, like a product tag. That is a freebie that I offer. And if you go to the Easter egg blog post, you will see a big picture that says, sign up here for these free product tags. They're on almost all of my blog posts. I have way too many. Most people don't have that many. Most people have like 2 or 3 max, and I have like 75. It's really hard to juggle. I don't recommend it. But you share that puppy everywhere you can think at all times. Share it everywhere. Okay, I'm going to try to squeeze in one more. Another question. I know we need to always stay in our lane, but how do you deal with another artist constantly trying to merge over and get in your way, shadowing your vibe and mimicking? Ignore them. Ignore them all day long. I'm not saying this to you, a Parlin project. You might have a very unique circumstance, but for majority of people, like, as a whole, not for you, Parlin project, not you, but the people as a whole, most of the time, 95, 97% of the time, you're not actually being copied. Not you, Parlin project. I'm assuming that you've got something a little bit more messy going on. Intricate, you know what I mean? Bigger, I don't know. But for most of us, people are not trying to copy you. You feel like they are, because maybe their thing came out at the same time that your thing came out. So I released my Daisy Granny square blanket pattern last March. Maybe 2 March. I don't remember. About a year ago, a little over a year ago. And then a year later, another big designer released her Daisy Granny square blanket pattern and used the exact same colors that I used in mine. And hers blew up and mine blew up. Did she copy me? No, she doesn't even know that I exist, most likely. Unless she was doing some stellar research, figuring out what's selling well on Etsy, she doesn't even know who I am. Could I have thought she copied me? For sure. I could have thought it. I could have called her out on social media. I could have said, this is disgusting. Bigger designers are out here trying to steal from us little designers, and we're just doing the best we can to provide for our families. I could have done all of that, but that's not true. And it's a huge leap for me to think that. She just released something that I also released. Like, we're not even, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, they're not copying you. You guys maybe both got inspired by the same thing. Maybe there's a Bluey episode and both of you got inspired and both of you made something. Maybe you both are amigurumi designers and then you both release a turtle at the same time or a raccoon at the same time. It's a coincidence, most likely, unless there's some malice or like a stalking situation, like something very specific. Most of the time, they're not copying you. And even if they are, you listen, a Parlin project. If this person is copying you directly, they do not have, okay, let me go hypothetically. Random people, hypothetical people. Say that I am, so me and a hypothetical. There's a person copying everything that I do. And I release a new crochet pattern, and then they release a very similar crochet pattern over and over again. I post a Canva tutorial, then they post a Canva tutorial over and over again. They are obsessed with me. It's hypothetical. And they are copying me every step of the way. They do not have what you need to succeed. It's literally not in their brain. Like a creative business, entrepreneurship, business venture is not the best path for them. Because if they are copying everything I do, they don't have what they need to do it on their own. So eventually they will die out. They will not reach their ideal level of success in this area because they don't know what to do. Like they're just trying to do what I do. So if somebody is genuinely copying you, genuinely, which is not common, but it could happen, don't worry about it. You can spend your energy being very stressed out about this, telling everybody you know, running them through the mud on social media, reaching out to lawyers, paying hundreds of dollars to get your stuff officially trademarked or copyright, whatever. And then change your whole marketing where you're talking about it all the time on social media. Like, this is not good behavior. You don't act like this. And then you brand yourself as a negative Nancy. You've wasted a lot of time and money trying to go through legal hoops that probably won't even like mean anything in the future. You can do that, or you can use all that same energy towards creating new crochet patterns that are going to be on the internet for the entirety of life, right? Like they'll never go away. And then you can build up this gorgeous blog, the 6-figure blog that brings in ads revenue every month that you can pass down to your kids, because even when you die, crochet is still going to be around. So our blogs that we're investing in now are going to be here forever. Ava will be able to have a craftyconcept.com when I'm gone and dead, unless, you know, the internet just disappears. But like, which one's more important to you? And most likely it's going to be building your business, serving your ideal customer, setting your family up for success. Focus on your ideal customer, because nobody can serve her like you can. If anybody tries to serve her like you can, it's going to be not genuine. It's not authentic. It's going to feel very tried. Like I'm trying so hard, and people can feel that. And they're especially empathetic people, but like regular people can feel it too. And they're not going to gravitate to her as much as they gravitate to you, because you are unique. Your ideal customer is unique to you, to who you are. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm giving myself chill bumps. I'm very passionate about it. I feel like there is a lot of this that happens every single day inside of the crochet community specifically, but other crafty communities as well. This is mainly 85% of the reason why I do not teach crochet design. There's other reasons, but this is the biggest reason, is because the designer community has a whole lot of really bad vibes. And I think it's just a mindset shift that we need. I think we've been doing this because that's how I was. When I first started my business, I was the exact same. And it was like, that's what we do here. Like, that's just common behavior. That's the culture. And people would message me, oh, they have the exact same pattern. And I'm like, what? I spent hours doing this. You know, you get furious because you're passionate about what you do. And when you release something, it's almost like it's a part of who you are that you're putting out into the world. And when somebody else tries to take it or do it their own, or even appears like they are, it can be very hurtful and it can be very stressful. But what's more stressful and more hurtful is to pour energy into that. And I had to make the mental decision after my shop went viral, because people were stealing everything from me. People were stealing my pictures and using them as to sell their own beanies. My actual pictures of my family, my friends here in my town, they've stolen them to go sell their own beanies. Happened over and over again, still happening. My pictures are on Walmart.com right now, because there are third-party stores in overseas that are selling messy bun beanies, probably CC messy bun beanies, that are not even crocheted at all. And they're using my pictures because they're really popular, because they blew up. I don't lose any sleep over it anymore. And it was a mental shift that I had to make on purpose. It was not a natural thing. It was not an easy thing. I had to literally keep telling myself it's not important. put your head down, get your work done, serve your ideal customer well, because nobody can serve her like you can. And if I don't serve her well, she's not being served at all, let alone not well, right? So it's a huge, huge, huge mindset shift, but it will change your life. And it changed my life, and my business exploded because of it. And if I would have just kept spending all of my time, I get very little time. I get very little time to work on my business or to grow, right? Design new crochet patterns, work on cranking out social media, very little time. I cannot spend what little time that I get trying to search legal terms and understand the law and reach out to people that I know that could probably put some pressure on this person so they'll stop copying me, or that I can get their Etsy shop shut down. I've seen people get their Etsy shop shut down because another designer flagged them on Etsy and said they copied me. And if you are the owner of the copyright, Etsy takes it seriously, and they banned their shop for 10 days without asking any questions. They wait for 10 days for them to like investigate and for you to prove, or for them to prove that they didn't copy you. But for those 10 days, their shop is down. And if their shop was going viral, those 10 days they just cuts it off at the knees. I've seen it happen within the community, and it's extremely disheartening and very toxic. And we need a mindset shift. And that's why after I made the mindset shift back in like 2017, 2018, very painful. It was not easy. Okay. It was not easy for me to do. I started putting all of my energy into creating a very positive environment. So anytime you see anything, a crafty concept, it's family friendly and it's positive and encouraging energies. That's what I'm putting out into the world constantly, because I feel like actions speak louder than words. And if I want to help our community to be less competition based like that, less competitive mindset like that, you need to start filling it with what you want to see more than yelling at people and trying to make them change. So that's what I do. That's what Taylor Lynn Crochet does. We started doing it very intentionally a few years ago, probably about the same time we created the Ash and Tay Crochet Facebook group. And the more people that does it, the more beautiful our community will be. And you might be thinking, I know I'm way over time, but another reason I'm very, very passionate about this is because I had pretty severe, undiagnosed, severe postpartum depression after I had Ava, which is why I just have my one child. I'm not doing that again. And the only thing that pulled me out of it was this community. When I started posting my crochet pieces, I started making friends. I started getting affirmations of people telling me, that's so pretty. I love that you made that. I love the colors that you just complimenting me and encouraging me and giving me affirmations. And that is exactly what I needed to pull me out of the worst postpartum depression, which is why I just have the one kid, right? And I still struggle with depression. I now have PMDD, which is another hormone depression related. But this community means everything to me, very personally, because of that experience. So that's why I'm so passionate about keeping this a beautiful, clean, not clean as in no F-bombs. You do your F-bombs. Clean as in not hateful, not nasty towards one another. Because there's other women struggling with postpartum depression that needs this community to pull her out of it, just like I did. So that's why it's important to me. And that's why that was one of the things that also helped me make my mindset shift that I wouldn't have been able to do without it. You know what I mean? It's the most natural human thing is to think they copied me and now I need to tear them apart. Nobody's going to come. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. This is the most natural way. So I'm not coming at anybody for being that way or feeling that way or acting that way, because it's expected. It takes a lot of work and mental strength to not be that way. And it's you have to choose to do that. It's a decision that you have to make first. But that's why I don't let it bother me. If someone copies me, go for it. Knock yourself out. If you are truly copying me because you don't have what it takes to be creative on your own, I'm not worried about it anyway. You will not be here in a year, probably, maybe 2. You're going to find something else. You're going to go find somebody else to copy in a different niche, because I'm not being hateful. I'm not being like, you don't got what it takes. Truly, you need to be creative to be a designer in any niche. If you're not creative on its own, then being a creative entrepreneur is not a good path for you. There are other paths that are very, very good for the type of person you are, the type of energy that you have, the way that you learn, the way that you create art. There's very, very good other paths for you. So I'm not trying to say it hatefully, but like truly, if they're copying somebody, that's because they can't come up with it on their own, and they're going to get tired, and people are going to realize, people are going to be able to feel it. So, oh, thank you, Kristen. Trying to read some of these comments. Thank you, friends, for all of your precious comments and encouragement and all the things. If I said anything that was offensive, just know that I didn't mean it that way. Sometimes I don't do a very good job at explaining, but it doesn't look like anybody is saying anything like that. Okay, we definitely went over time, but I feel like it was worth it. So hopefully, just letting God move when he needs to. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. We don't usually get this deep with Ask Ashley. Usually they're a little bit more, free-spirited. But when the opportunity presents itself, I'm not going to back down from the hard conversations that I think are very important to this community. So thank you for being here. Thank you for asking your questions and engaging in the comments, engaging with one another in the comments. I think it's beautiful. A rising tide raises all boats. When we all do well, everybody does well, right? That's why I was talking about start teaching people how to filter their Etsy things. If all of us started doing that to all of our ideal customers, it's going to help every single one of us succeed. I hope you can see that, and I hope that makes sense. I will see you guys next week, same time. Let me pull it up. Same time, same place. Nope, not that one. That one needs to be deleted. I'm going to delete that one. Mondays, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the month of February. So we have one more next week, and then the week after that we will be in March, and I will let you know what that time slot will be. Probably Mondays at 4:30 because I love it. I think it's a great time. So I will see you guys next week. Have a good rest of your day.